Good morning everyone and welcome back to another prepared 3D video. We are on the ground here at Long Beach Airport located in lovely Southern California, my home. And today we'll be taking a trip over to the newly released FlyTampa KLAS Las Vegas. We are JetBlue 280 real world call sign out of Long Beach, real world livery for this morning's flight. The real world flight is actually pushing back right now as we speak. And we're going to go ahead and start pushing back ourselves here any moment. Um, Poor performance as usual in Southern California with all the airports that I have combined with Orbic, Southern California. So we'll probably stay in the cockpit as much as possible for this departure at least. So that way we give you guys a good show. We're boarded up here. We've got fuel on board. We've got a good aircraft. We've got our route programmed in. We've got our winds programmed in. We've signed off all on all of our company paperwork. Doors are closed and locked. And now it's just time to call GSX-4 pushback. Signs are on. We will get our beacon on. Fuel pumps can come on. We've got our windows and doors closed and locked. And fuel looks good per the flight plan. We should have pushed back here about 6 minutes ago, but that's fine. We have a takeoff time of 17:19 Zulu. Plenty of time to get out of here and get into Vegas on schedule. So we're headed to runway 30. So we'll face nose right. Pretty standard departure runway out of Long Beach. For those of you that are familiar, we are on VATSIM, but no ATC at the moment, so we'll just monitor Unicom. We've got our brakes set. Let's get some of this ground equipment removed. Looks like the GSX already removed it, so we're good to go there. We've got our APU fired up, our APU bleed on. Let's turn transponder on. And we're looking good. And brakes released. Off block time 17:09 Zulu. About 9 minutes late, but we are still on schedule and we're fine. We're looking at an air time today of 47 minutes. We'll record the whole flight. Pretty short flight over to Vegas, so no reason why we can't record it in its entirety. Doors are armed. And we've been cleared to start our engines, so we'll take number 1 first.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a very warm welcome to your flight today. My name is Norman, it's my pleasure to be the captain on board. I have a great team working with me.
Looks good. We'll fire up number 1.
Center Carl, and at the rear is John. Are here for your comfort, but primarily for your safety. With that in mind, we need the 2 minutes of your time, but most importantly your attention whilst we take you through the safety procedures of this Airbus aircraft. Thank you.
We have been waiting for a good Las Vegas airport for some time now. Pretty excited about this FlyTampa release. Has all the bells and whistles, including the new PBR effects that has been made possible through the latest Lockheed Martin prepared 3D updates. So they've utilized that as well. Seen some great pictures by some folks that have already tried out the airport, so we're looking forward to this flight. Brakes are set. It's a good start on number 1. Number 2 coming to left.
Please take a moment now to keep the closest exit. Remember, it might take should be a change in cabin pressure. Watch your mouth drop overhead. Firmly pull the mouth towards the start and flow of oxygen.
Tug is disconnected, Captain, and clear. Bypass pin has been removed.
Alright, it'll be a flaps 1 takeoff. Set flaps 1.
Clear left and right. Disconnecting now. Have a good flight. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Flight controls. We're up 0.9 on our trim this morning. Full left, center, full right, center, full up, center, full down, center, rudder check, full left, center, and full right, center. Our flight control checks look good. Engine mode selector can go to normal. We'll get the weather radar on and the predictive wind shear. Don't need to bleed. APU can come off. We're clear to the left. And we are clear to the right. Release the parking brakes. And we'll get our taxi lights on. Auto brake backs. And we can arm the ground spoilers. So this is freeware Long Beach Airport, done by Shez. I think Shez Ansari. He's actually one of the controllers here on VATSIM in the Southern California airspace. So he has a a few freeware sceneries, including Long Beach and Ontario. Pretty nice freeware sceneries, but I get terrible performance with them with just all Southern California airports. It just has not been optimized throughout the years to work well with Orbix. Crossing the runway here, but it is not inactive, so it's fine. We'll just check left and right. Looks good. We've got 4 minutes until our calculated takeoff time. So we're looking good. Alright, takeoff config. That looks good. Let's rush the cabin here. Alright, there they go. We'll hold short here for now. Thank you, Norman. Cabin secure. TARA on the transponder. Get the rest of the lights on. We'll kill pack 1 and pack 2. Terrain on ND. And we're ready to go. Alright, we can start the clock. Takeoff time 17:18 Zulu. Stabilized. Thrust set, man flex, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. That's 80 knots.
V1.
Nice and easy on the rotation. And we've got a positive rate. Gear up. Nice shot out of Long Beach. Alright, so on this departure, you usually fly runway heading, and then you expect a left-hand turn and vectors to tail to not interfere with the LAX traffic and airspace. Climb thrust. Get pack 1 on. Come on, what's wrong with this thing? Climb thrust, where are you? These detents are so sensitive. Alright, let's start that left-hand turn now. And Pack 2 can come on. Spinning her all the way around. Flaps up. Alright, spoilers disarmed. The turnoffs can go and the nose lights can go. And now we can go direct Cahill. So again, essentially this departure brings us right over the top of the airport. Would have been simpler to just make a right-hand turn on departure to pick up Cahill, but real world procedures, and if we had air traffic control on, would have given you a left-hand turn to avoid that Los Angeles or that LAX airspace for the arrival traffic. Cruising altitude today is 230. We're not going too high. It's a relatively short flight. Climbing above that lovely Southern California smog. Some nice blue skies here. Alright, we're passing through 10,000 now. Rest of the lights can go. No smoking can go to auto. And we're still hand flying her. Alright, let's go ahead and take autopilot 1 now. We got a 737 off to our left here, likely coming into LAX. Again, that is why we avoid that right-hand turn when departing out of runway 30 for Long Beach, or out of Long Beach. Alright, terrain on ND can go. We've already got a company message, likely our stand arrival. Yes, that is. We're JetBlue, so they park at the E gates at Las Vegas. So we're expecting Echo 3, gate E3 for arrival this morning. We'll go ahead and print that to our lovely Atsu printer that I picked up here about a week ago. and we'll get stand E3 programmed into our EFB here. So that way when we vacate the runway at Las Vegas, it'll show us exactly where we need to go. Those of you that are not familiar with Avilasoft's EFB, it's a really nice tool, highly recommended. They just received an update. We can go to our cruising altitude. They just received an update about a week ago, so they're now compatible with XPlane, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's really nice. It has integration with Navigraph charts, updated air arc cycles. So we've just had an air arc update yesterday, so we're on 1905 now. Got your departure procedures, your arrival procedures. We're looking at LAS, Las Vegas, so we'll be coming in at 26 left. We'll try to vacate early, probably here at Alpha 5. We'll cross 26 right and Bravo Charlie to gate E3 here in the corner. Does a whole host of other things as well. There are some really good tutorials and videos out there regarding the tool. Really nice integration with whatever aircraft you're flying. You can change radio frequencies directly from the tool as well. I highly recommend it for those of you that are not familiar with it. Climbing over the San Bernardino Mountains here now. We're through 18,000. Standard. Lovely views. Alright, let's take a look, see what kind of traffic we have coming in. Obviously with the newly released scenery, we got many folks trying it out, so I think we've got a good fair bit of traffic coming into Vegas at the moment on VATSIM. Yes, we got so we are JetBlue 280. So that's us here, and we've got all these guys coming in. This one doesn't even have a flight plan. Got a Southwest, and then all these guys coming in from the north. looks like out of Reno. I think Chewie's streaming Reno to Las Vegas flight, so obviously you get all the followers trying to do the same flight as well. So that's where all this traffic is coming from. But that's fine. Hopefully it's will be well coordinated with each other. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll even get ATC for Las Vegas to come on and coordinate this, because that can become a mess quite fast. Leveling now, 230. Seatbelt sights can come off. We got a pretty smooth ride. And we'll be starting our top of descent here momentarily. Let's take a look at weather for Las Vegas. So we're looking at winds calm. Statures a mile for visibility. Few clouds at 10,000, few at 22,000. 28 degrees Celsius already in Vegas. Good gosh. It's only 10:30 a.m. Alright, altimeter 299.2. Got standard pressure. There'll be a flaps full landing. And our minimums for 26 left into Vegas. $200 feet. Alright, we've got that programmed in. We're looking good. We've got about 63 miles to the top of descent. So after this, we will we'll head over to Boston for the Boston VATSIM Friday Night Ops. It's about a 5-hour flight. So we'll do that. That's why we're in the Boston Red Sox livery, actually. So that'll be our continuation flight this morning out of Vegas on over to Boston, and it should get us there in time for the start of the FNO. So we'll have just enough traffic, but not too much traffic that it won't be enjoyable. Let's start talking on VATSIM here, announce our intentions. Could take a look at our arrival in the KLAS. It's pretty standard. So we will cross Micslmn at 240, which doesn't apply to us. We've got a cruising altitude of 230 right now. So we are below that. I'm utilizing the real world flight plan and cruising altitude, so that is fine. We'll cross CLAR at 13,250 knots, although we'll make adjustments as needed depending on the flow of the traffic that we saw arriving here from the north. We may want to increase our speed so that way we have some nice spacing between us. We'll cross Ipumi at 11,000, Nipso at 9, sunset at 8. They usually take sunset at 8,210 knots and make left traffic into the 26 left runway. Also, again, we'll coordinate that amongst all the folks that are coming in here, and hopefully it's not a nightmare. .3 our fuel right now. We're estimating 7.7 per the flight plan, and looks good here as well, so fuel burn is accurate. Continue to see some nice Orbic Southern California scenery. So I downloaded the airport, the new Las Vegas airport, yesterday. We went in just to have a look around the airport itself and the strip, just to make sure it all looks good, but I haven't done a test flight to it yet. This is the first flight, so hopefully there are no Orbics and Vegas compatibility issues like there was with the FS Dream Team version of Las Vegas. Alright, we got 9 miles to the top of the descent. We can start down now. Our initial restriction of 13,000 at CLAR. take a look, see how our traffic is doing. So that's me here. I'm trailing us southwest. We've got that 7-4. And then we've got these folks coming in here from the north. He's making his turn now. Got good spacing here. I think we'll be fine. We got another flight. You know what? Let's delete the speed restrictions. We do have a ton of folks coming in, so let's get going here. We'll give it our best forward speed. We'll just make sure that once we hit 10,000, we're below 250 knots. Get the terrain on. Seatbelt signs can come on.
Check your seatbelt, be sure it's securely fastened, raise the seat back to its full upright position so the tray table we will come by one last time to cut any cups, cans, newspapers, or any other item you'd like to discard. Please assist us in providing a tiny cabin for the next flight by checking around your seat and seat back pocket. Thank you, we'll be landing soon.
Good stuff. Looks like Oakland Center just came on, but that doesn't help us any. Through 18,000. The altimeter is set. What did we say? 2992. 2992. Wind still calm. 28 degrees Celsius. All right. We've got traffic on TCAS already. Continue down to 11,000. what? We're gonna go direct Ipumi. Strip has already come in here on the scenery. Which is already tanking my frames. There's that traffic, Airbus A319 descending out of 12,000, about 10 miles away. Let's see if he's talking. Yep, there they both are. Got some nice turbulence.
Traffic, traffic.
We got him. We're a lot faster than he is, so we're a lot faster than both of these guys, so we should be fine.
Descend. Descend.
We're fine.
Clear of conflict.
Alright, we'll start to slow down now here. There is the lovely Las Vegas Strip. We've got to do a night flight here. I've seen some pictures and it looks really nice at nighttime. I'm already taking, again, some hit on frames. It's a little more heavy than the FS Dream Team scenery, but again, we've got a lot of stuff going on here with FlyTampa. It's pretty comparable to their Boston scenery. It's not terrible, but you definitely feel it, especially since I'm flying and recording in 4K. We've got tomato shade going and tomato shade reflection profile and all that good stuff. We're through 10,000. Got the landing lights on, no smoking on. We can actually call up GSX. We're parking Echo 3, I believe I said. Yes. We are JetBlue. We're slowing down nicely. Hopefully that traffic behind me is doing the same. Get 8,000 dialed in. Excuse me. We'll follow this traffic here. That is our sequence. We are already below the flap speed, so we'll take flaps 1. Actually, no, we got another one here. Who's this? About 9 miles out. Oh, Las Vegas Tower is on. We'll get 19.9 dialed in. He's not going to help us with our sequence, so we'll call him on final. Alright, we'll make left traffic now. Get 6,500 dialed in. Spin this all the way around. We've got hella traffic coming into Vegas. I was not expecting this morning, but I think it's all of our European friends. We'll actually go over the tower now.
Southwest 118, Las Vegas Tower. Wind, calm, you can left through line and 2, company traffic.
Okay, number 2 line coming, 26 left through, Southwest left.
United 62, riser coming. Ready to copy, United 62 cleared left. Los Angeles International Airport, approaching departure, recondition dismiss. Plan vehicles, departures offline, squawk 1317.
Alright, so that was a nice little shortcut that gives us some space between that Airbus A319 that was behind us and that 320 following as well.
1317.
Alright, we'll go direct.
52 read back is correct.
Bar.
We'll call you back, sir.
We'll activate approach phase. Got 16 miles to go. Start slowing down here.
Las Vegas Tower, airport fine. Really time to be flying close to the airplane, open short or Foxtrot 199. For 7511, Las Vegas Tower, what's your direction play? Say again for 10-5.
This is also another really cool thing of the EFB. You can see traffic here. You see him making that Airbus 319 and that 320 making their left hand turns now behind me. So again, it's a really nifty tool. You guys should go and check it out. Alright, we got about a 10-mile final. Let's call up Tower. Tower, good morning. JetBlue 280 on final 26 left, 10-mile final for 26 left. Information Golf.
JetBlue 280 Las Vegas Tower. Wind call, clear to land. Number 2, we have a southwest 737 numbers.
Number 2, clear land, runway 26 left behind the southwest. Tried to hit approach before we were below 5,000. We'll try that again in a sec.
26 left, 7.5 miles from the JetBlue.
We use 35 Las Vegas Tower.
There we go. And that is our cabin. Thank you, Norman.
47511. Las Vegas, Bravo.
Alright, we'll take flaps 2 now. Gear down. The rest of the lights on.
Good afternoon, Janet, 3517 with the West Park in Thorn.
Flaps 3 actually.
Channel 2, one runner right.
I always screw up this approach here on the LAX. We're always too high. Let me... My controls. We've got terrible performance, which is not helping. We'll go flaps full now. Speed checks looks good. And misapproach altitude is 5,000 feet. We have that set. We are not going around, boys, so...
2500.
That's checked.
Okay, ground 63 Alpha 6.
Go medium on the auto brake.
3517 tower.
Quick check. Got landing gear down, 3 greens, auto brake medium. Spoilers are armed.
What's your equipment? You're not slanting, are you?
Cabin is ready. We've been cleared to land. 26 left. We got all of our lights on as well.
Never will be following the Earth after that disclosed location.
We're coming back into profile here. We'll adjust our
what kind of equipment do you have?
rate of descent.
GNSS, RNAV,
1,000.
Let's check. We should be stabilized by now. Slightly are. So that's fine.
Okay, you're not understanding what I'm asking. Your aircraft type is 737-600.
Bit too low.
You select Lima, you select Golf, you select Zulu. I need to know what kind of equipment you have.
He would be Lima. As checked, flight directors are not helping us at the moment. We're gonna kill them.
400. 100 above.
Frames are terrible.
Minimum.
Continuing landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. 10. 5.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Alright, we're down. Reverse is green. Spoilers, decel. We'll go over to manual braking. It's 80 knots.
Las Vegas Tower, airport 1050.
It wasn't pretty, but we're safe. Oh gosh, he logged off. Did he get frustrated with the guy? What was that? Well, that wasn't nice. Yeah, he did log off. Alright. Well, let's vacate because we know we got some traffic behind us, and we'll go over to Unicom. Alright, we're down 47 minutes as filed. Could lose the terrain. We'll just announce on Unicom. Make sure no one's departing 26 right. Wonder what that was about. I think the guy frustrated him. We'll leave our lights on until we cross the active. Clear left, and we're clear to the clear left, and we're clear to the right. That can go there. That can go off. That can go to taxi. APU master switch can go on. TA on the squawk. And make a right turn here on Bravo. It's not as bad on the ground, but on the approach it certainly was. We certainly were losing a lot of frames. There's the strip there behind us. And again, here's our nifty 2. So it vacated the runway and it's telling us exactly where we need to go and park. Pretty cool. Especially when it's airports that you're not too familiar with. We'll make a left here on to Charlie 4. and then right onto Charlie. There's that Alaska on its rollout. And by the way, the EFB, the gates and the taxiways, all of that is directly taken from your sim. So it reads the airports and sceneries that you have on file and will map them exactly. So that's also a really nice thing. It's not based off the scenery that it should be, but based off of the add-on scenery or default scenery that you have installed into your sim. So if you're using a different scenery than someone else, your EFB airport mappings and taxiways and gates may look different from someone else's because of the different sceneries. So that is really nice as well. Flap is open on the APU. We can turn it on now since we're approaching our gate. We no longer need the taxi lights. Yeah, that guy that was manning tower just logged right off. Probably didn't have his coffee yet. Alright, we'll go nice and easy here into the gate so that we're not running anyone over. Can turn this off. APU is available. Alright, that's telling us to stop, and the marshaller is telling us to keep going. We'll stay right here. We got APU available. We can get 2 and 1 off. We'll get the flight deck door open. Beacon can come off. Seatbelt signs off. No smoking off. Fuel pumps off. Crap, what did I press? I think I hit something by mistake. We'll redo this. Is it not reading that we parked? Something here. Yeah, there it is. I'm not sure why it asked for us to do that again. Alright, deboarding requested. Let's finish our flow. Fuel pumps are off. Cabin can disarm slides. Starter controls, get the air conditioning going. External power is available. We will kill the APU now. And 1 hour and 3 minutes block time. We will finish up here. Flight time 45 minutes, block time 1 hour and 3 minutes. That looks good. We'll go ahead and send that. And folks, that is us down at lovely Las Vegas. Great scenery. Had a bit of a performance hit on final, but I think it smoothed out there once we were on the ground. This is going to be nice to come into at night too as well, and departing, taking a look at the strip. So I'll do another flight here one of these days at night. Take a look at it. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. We'll do the arrival video into Boston this evening with air traffic control and that FNO going. So until then, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.